Previously on the Novympia channel. And coming up. I find you very rude. The Novympia channel is made possible by our gorgeous patrons who get access to the most unappealing crap you'll find anywhere on the whole internet.
Cue the snafu! We find ourselves here again in this room, reacting to a Eurovision entry for 2024, Nova.
Yes.
F***ing Trout. That was very Trout, wasn't it? Don't leave. Don't leave.
Hello and welcome to another Eurovision reaction video. We are Novympia. My name is Nova.
Yes, and I'm Olympia. Nova's just had a coffee with Red Bull in it, apparently. We're going to be reacting to Denmark's entry today, which is very, very exciting, I think.
We did not watch this national final.
No.
But we had a clear favourite to win after listening to the songs.
Yes, we were aware of all of the other songs and we did watch her do this. We switched over to watch her do this one because we were sure she was going to win and it was our clear favourite. I'm just very excited about this. Now, Denmark are a little bit iffy at the moment. They have not qualified in a little while, I don't think. I can't remember when the last time was.
Love is forever.
But the sort of running story with Denmark is that they won with Emily de Forest, and so since then, you know, they're not that bothered about winning, they just sort of send something, and that's the kind of story we've been fed about Denmark, is it's always a little bit half-assed. So I think it's exciting to kind of root for Denmark because I love this song. I play it all day long, Nova, don't I?
Yeah, this is definitely one of your favourites.
I do like it, and so we're going to react to her live performance and then we'll talk about its sort of chances and stuff at the other end.
We keep saying her and she. This is SABA and the song is called Sand.
Sand.
Yeah.
Which I find quite annoying, sand. Gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I find it really annoying. That's the cat.
Right, well.
Okay. Kitty, 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 cat. I'll wait for when she gets back.
Let's watch it.
Let's watch it. Okay, here she is.
So SABA opened the show with this.
She went first, which is always a bit of a nightmare, but thank God.
This upsets me that she's off centre from the lights, but we'll look past it.
She's staring right down the barrel of that camera.
Really clean vocal.
I like what she's wearing. Simple.
I quite like what she's wearing. I don't think it was something that I expected, but I quite like it.
Yeah, I don't know. When it pulls back, I mean, we could talk about the styling afterwards and maybe a few sort of ideas.
I like
so
that we're not
far
getting pouring sand on an LED screen. We're getting like a sand golden colour.
Yeah. Do you know what? The staging at this national final was so good. Well, for some of them, they had the potential.
The lighting is complementing this backing track
Perfectly.
so well.
She sounds incredible. I think her vocal is not necessarily something you have to worry about. It's a little bit timid at the beginning, possibly.
Yeah, when she gets into it, I think she's able to have a bit more fun with it.
I don't know, be a bit louder. I wonder if that's just the sound mixing.
Could be the sound mixing.
I think she could
okay,
be a bit
now
louder.
we're getting falling sand on the LED screens. I could do without that. I love this.
The silhouette is great.
That's so effective.
Sometimes simple. Yeah, and the light show. This light show, it reminded us of We Are Domi. Was that 2022? I mean, it certainly gets to be that at one point when it's just like a real... The light becomes a
little bit of choreography there with the lights. She's moving the lights around. I quite like that. And she's doing it again.
The light sort of show really becomes such a selling aspect of this because she's not really moving. She is just on the spot, on a pedestal.
But it's still really like amazing to watch. I'm still enjoying what I'm seeing.
It really sort of builds her up, which is, you know, Dons for Latvia could afford to have something of this ilk.
It's a great big pop chorus.
Her voice is lovely.
It
It
sounds
cuts
so
through.
good.
And I believe what she's saying as well. She just like stares into the camera and says this. I just think it's this is lovely.
I love that we get a moment. And that is so cool. This
That's
little
quite
light that she's
effective.
got underneath the costume.
This is literally like she's underwater, I guess, is because there's like a sort of solid surface above her. I just think it's such a sad song. Yeah, she manages this whole song very well, I think.
It is a sad song.
I love it. It's so pretty. I think it's so sad and so pretty, and that's where I go to. This is what I choose. Oh my god, what's happened there?
It makes me think of, I mean, I'm sure there's loads of other examples, but Zara Larsson does this where she will take a very melancholy lyric and she'll create a big pop song around it with a real thumping chorus like this. So I'm getting very much like Swede vibes.
Yes. Do you know what this kind of makes me feel like? Okay, now listen. She had this song in the super final with a couple of others which were incredibly dated. They were just like X Factor songs. There was no staging. It was just not ready to send at all. I'm not under the illusion that this is not also a little bit dated. To me, this kind of sounds a bit like something... The vibe I get is like David Guetta and Kelly Rowland 2009, which I just happen to like that. I just love it. Like, I think
2010s.
it sounds a little bit like that to me. So in terms of it being really sort of like forward-thinking production, it's not that, and it kind of has been done before. I just think that the simplicity of the lyrics, and I've heard from a few people that this is kind of, they just think this is kind of a bit naff. But in terms of something like Sheldon Riley, that also got this note. The lyrics are just the same. It's just kind of very boring. It might be a bit trite.
That skirt is going to be absolutely filthy.
I think there is something to be said about simplicity in a lyric, not overdone, not kind of, it literally just is what it is.
I don't mind simplicity. I think Sheldon Riley's problem was that it was way too literal and there was no room for interpretation of the imagination. This at least is a very overused metaphor. I appreciate it. I like it. Again, like it's a pop song, so it's not going to be necessarily overly complex.
Yeah, I get the point you're trying to make. I just think I can feel you slipping through my hand. Guess we built a castle out of sand.
I like this staging. I think the sand, the actual literal sand visuals on the LEDs, although they were not overpowering this, I could do without them. I think that's a bit cheesy. I would avoid sand visuals. It's cheesy,
but also, let's not forget the last person who had that kind of sand visual in an LED was Laureen Tattoo. We can't be going with the same kind of thing.
I would
if this is a female pop kind of, it's very moody and it's very kind of powerful, she's already at a disadvantage because of Laureen won last year.
That breakdown towards the end is very reminiscent of Euphoria.
It is.
Where the strings come in
everything becomes Tattoo quiet. As well also had the strings coming in towards the end. So,
yeah,
she's at a disadvantage. It's nothing new. It's nothing fresh. It's not very original. The outfit, I think, is a little bit bland. There's something that could be done with that.
The outfit was perfectly fine for this national final performance.
Yeah.
I think it was clean, so you could appreciate the lighting. I think we have a lot of room to elevate and have something a bit more special and a bit more personal with the Malmö performance.
And a bit more expensive as well. Couture or something which is more for her, less just kind of like off the rack. I think that we'll keep the kind of light show direction, try and shy away from it looking a little bit like Tattoo staging, and perhaps if she can deliver an even stronger vocal. I do think this has a chance.
Confidence, because it was mostly on pitch,
how
and
old is she?
When she got into it, she really got into it. But that opening verse, where it is quite a raw vocal, I think maybe it was nerves. I think that's something that we could definitely get over.
And that really is the moment where you're immediately like, oh, what is happening here? And she's just like talking directly to us. It's like she's really selling it. I think she's going to be fine for selling it. Generally, tweak it up a bit and it will qualify. Its chances in the final are probably not incredible, but I do think this is a popular song though.
It's hard to know. This is very accessible. This is very radio friendly. It's very commercial. I think this will appeal to a lot of people. How competitive it ends up being, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have entries like, say, Ireland, for example, which I think is very, very polarizing. There's a few entries that I think are very, very interesting but very polarizing. I think most people are going to like this.
Possibly.
So is that going to help it, or is it going to be kind of forgotten? I don't know.
There is something to be said for familiarity as well. Some people don't always want something really kind of confronting. They might lean towards something that feels a bit safer and a bit more... Because I honestly think this is such a great song.
Some people don't want to be challenged, and that's absolutely fine.
And I think this is beautiful. I'm always yearning for beauty.
Right.
I yearn for beauty.
Where is this in your ranking?
It's second. I don't even have to look.
Second?
Yeah, I've put it second.
Wow.
It's behind Norway. I've got Norway first, and then I've got this second.
I have this sixth. So I've got it sandwiched between Italy and Ireland.
Okay. You have Ireland still quite high. Ireland dropped out of my top 10 so quick.
again, when we get more of an idea as to what that staging package is going to look like in Malmö,
Yeah.
it might change.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going on potential and the studio recording.
Okay. They are in the second semi-final, the first half of the second semi-final.
Okay.
So not ideal. Czechia is also in that one. Albania's in that one. Malta's in that one. It might stand out.
Quite a lot of women.
And Greece as well. Oh, shit.
Please let us know in the comments if you liked this song, if you don't like this song, if you agree or disagree with us.
Also in this semi-final is San Marino, so another reason that she might qualify.
Are you ready for the little chat?
I mean, there's several that won't, so...
I don't know why you're wishing this upon her.
I'm not. I'm
why
just
are you
trying
wishing?
to-
Why
I'm
are you
just
trying to be so negative?
Being realistic here.
You've got to be realistic. She might not, but I don't know. I think there is a chance. Let us know in the comments.
Please consider subscribing to our channel if you would like to see more of the Eurovision acts reacted to by ourselves. We're trying to do as many as possible as soon as we possibly can.
Yes, and we're going to have some exclusive content available on our Patreon, including our semi-final qualification prediction videos. By the way, Nova, the address for that will be arriving on screen just now. You went to sing Sand and then realised that you didn't want to risk it in case it came out bad.
What you gonna do with all that ash?
No, I was going to, but I was waiting to see if you were going to do it as well, and then I was going to leave you doing it on your own.
Oh, didn't
didn't
work.
join
None
in.
of us fell for it. Okay, ready? I didn't warm up, but that sounded pretty good, I think. I didn't warm up.
Okay.
We go to Twitch, we do game night. And that's where we're going to leave this now.
Yeah, this is too long.
Got
this
to
video.
go, got to go. Yesterday's in my mind. You and me didn't get right.
Very like
That's very-
this lot of this going on.
Very rich lower register I've got. Do I look like that Churchill nodding dog? Do you remember Churchill?
Yeah. You kind of did this though, and you're going.
Like a chicken.
Yeah.
Join the Patron, we'll do a shot of Patron.